Welcome to Free Running Gaming, guys, and of course I'm Snowgridder. And today we're going to be carrying on the series of called Best Class Hubs, and we're going to be going through the best class up or the best setup for the submachine gun and what gun I actually prefer, and then the perks and the attachments I actually use and find it's the best to enhance that submachine gun. Now, I've used every single one except for the armor piercing one, which I didn't see the point because of the rate per fire and also how it jerks everywhere. It just goes absolutely everywhere, so it's harder to control if you really don't have the best accuracy and the best, I don't know, controllability with your right hand. That sounded bad, but yeah, because of the right hand is where the aim is, of course. Now we get into it because we're going straight through the submachine gun, which is the MTAR X. Now I've picked this one because of how it really has a laser on it, but it doesn't show a laser. Because of the reason it has that, I don't know, that long range capacity. I was going for the Vector just because of the damage. It has a very good damage and also kind of a good lock on to the targets as well. I find that that's really a very good gun for that. Or I was going for the Vepa or the Vipa because I really enjoyed that gun for a while because it was a very good gun for a close-up attack. But then when I came towards distance, it was really crap and didn't help me at all, and wouldn't even get hit markers at so far distances. So I've gone with the MTAR because it's an all-round gun, and it does say that it is more of a class of assault and submachine guns together, so it does have that enhanced straight away. So we go through the perks, and the perks are going to be foregrip, which helps the vertical grip. I think this one is, because when I've been reading these, they've actually been saying what it does. So the foregrip actually is a vertical grip, so it helps with the vertical. So if it does go kind of vertical but right, remember to drop that right button down a bit more just to help that. And also I put on the muzzle brake. Now this is really just the long barrel, but it's called the muzzle brake on this one, and it just helps with that distance. And also gives a bit more damage towards that opponent that you're trying to beat. Now with that, I'm going straight into the perks because, as I said, I don't use secondary and I don't use lethals. Only times I use lethals is when I'm using in a UGL match, or EGL, sorry, not UGL, or an MLG match or a scrim. That's the only time I'm going to use those because they're going to help with the domination to get the flags back, of course. So that's going to be a great help. But for a pub match, never use it, never see the point in it. Now, the normal setup for me is always going to be ready up. I always have to have this. It helps me a lot when I'm up against people. But also it doesn't with this gun because it has kind of that hip fire, which is a perfect hip fire. So it kind of helps a lot with it. But I still use it just because when I'm up against people that are far distance, I'm always going to have that edge against them. Also with the speed, I use agility. Now agility helps increase speed movement. Now, we have a submachine gun, so it's always going to help a lot more with this. Because we are going to be quicker, of course, because we have a submachine gun and an AR, which is assault rifle. And with the agility, it just helps that movement and that jumping and that drop shotting. It helps a lot with it, and it increases the speed a lot more. So it will help you in gunfights if you do halo jump, if you do drop shot, if you jump at all at any point, except for jumping out of buildings. It's not going to help you with that. You're still going to die. But it's going to help you in all sorts of gunfights, of course. Now we go through to handling, and we go straight to quick draw, faster aiming. Of course, it's going to help us. And with the submachine gun, because it's a lot better with the speed already, it's increasing the speed and increasing our chances of winning the battles. Now, I've also been thinking with the handling, which I haven't put on this one, the steady aim. Now, the steady aim is basically helps the hip fire a lot better. And I would say it's going to help this gun like probably 20-30 times better because of how the actual gun works. So guys, I would put that one in, but I didn't, and I went for instead stealth, which is takedown, so they can't see where I've killed a person. So it does help with that. With it helps a bit, Because they don't have a silence, it doesn't help 100%, but it helps that a bit more and increases my chances of not dying straight away from an opponent that's just spawned around the corner, because we know how the spawns are on this game. And we go straight to resistance. I use ICU and I use focus. Focus, of course, is going to be the perk that I use the most. It helps in every gun battle. It helps with every gun, and I would say it's one of the most powerful, maybe the most powerful perk on the game. It helps so much, and you can get those headshots a lot easier. And ICU is just regenerate health faster. Because I have that speed movement, I can get around corners and my health is going to go faster. So it's a bonus with that. Now, I've gone through those, and those are really my best setups. Now, I would say that you change it the way you want to, but they're the perks that I use and the gun that I use. Now, the Vector is very good, as I said. It has that good damage, and I would kind of really use the same perks and the same attachments on the gun. Maybe change the foregrip to a red dot just because I don't like that iron sights, but other than that I would keep it the same. Now, they're the two guns that I see the most being used in MLGs, UGLs, scrims, anything on twitch.tv. They're the two guns that I see used the most because they are probably the best guns for the submachine guns. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a lot. I've had to go through a lot really quick because of the time limit on this video. And guys, we'll be bringing out some more videos very soon. I'm going to be showing the PlayStation 4 and how the capture card on that actually works and how the quality of it is reasonably okay. And I'll be going through a lot more games very, very soon. So guys, subscribe, like if you enjoyed it, of course. And if you got any information about the submachine, please put it in that. It'll help me a lot. So guys, thanks for watching.